What's going on with the quality and service of Qatar Airways? We've noticed a lot of reactions talking about the decline in service from Qatar Airways, from personal experiences to testimonies. In this video, we're sharing our ongoing experience traveling from Hong Kong to Doha and finally to Germany in both higher and economy classes. We'll be honest about our thoughts on this matter. You might have seen our recent experiences, both good and not so good, with Qatar Airways, including their so-called world-class lounge, the Al Safwa First Class Lounge. If not, you can watch it later from the end screen. And if you are ready to continue, we are too. Let's get started! We kick off our journey from Hong Kong. We planned this flight carefully and did some research to ensure a smooth trip. We'll also share some personal tips with you, which you can find in the link in the description. Now, one of the highlights of this leg was experiencing the Pier Lounge, a first-class lounge by Cathay Pacific. We were here years ago and the experience was fantastic. The lounge had a pleasant aesthetic and offered a wide variety of food, including buffets, canopies, small snacks, and various drinks choices. A major highlight was the Pier dining room, where you could get a freshly cooked meal of your choice. Check out the current menu on the screen. The staff, including a fellow Filipino, mentioned that the menu changed every now and then. I like the choices, but honestly, I prefer the older ones. I went for Japanese chicken teriyaki and signature wonton noodles, and it was a great choice. After filling our stomachs, we freshened up with a quick shower from the lounge, whispering to redeem our Al Safwa Lounge experience failure. The toilet and shower area were modern and well-maintained, equipped with excellent facilities and high-class amenities. This service in this lounge was nothing short amazing. Another 10 out of 10 for the Pier. Now, on to the flight. Welcome aboard QR 815 from Hong Kong to Doha on a Boeing 777 in the Q Suite. I recently made a video showcasing the plane and seat features from this episode. You can watch it here or again later at the end screen. Sadly or suddenly, I wasn't feeling well and I had a bad hyperacidity at this time. However, the staff were very accommodating and did their best to help me. I didn't get the full experience on this flight, but I'll still give them overall service score of 9 out of 10. I deduct the point because they forgot to wake me up at a specific time, which I had requested due to being a deep sleeper or my alarm just didn't wake me up. But overall, it wasn't a terrible experience. We reached Hamad International Airport in Doha for our next flight to Cairo. This time, we avoided the Al Safwa First Class Lounge and tried the new lounge, the Mourjan Garden Lounge, and its infamous Louis Vuitton Lounge. Before I share the features of this world-class lounge, let's have a quick tour.
You are a pill, I swallow it. Take me away to Neverland, where colors fade my disbelief and make me forget my memories. Rent a car you can't afford, put on a song that we both know, let your hair out in the wind.
Fun fact, there's a rumor that the design of the garden is stolen from Changi Airport Jewel in Singapore. I couldn't help but notice the resemblance, having lived in Singapore for many years. It also gives me the feel of gardens, by the way. Anyways, this lounge featured 24 quiet rooms, scenic relaxation areas, shower facilities, a spa, family room, television areas, a quiet area, luggage lockers, and more. The Louis Vuitton Lounge offers an exclusive dining experiences, but for a fee. You can pause your screen to see the prices. But I'm still wondering, why would I pay when I'm already in a world-class lounge? Anyways, the Al Mourjan Lounge wins with its award-winning menu of modern and traditional cuisine. including hot and cold buffets, sushi, salad, coffee, patisserie, and cocktail and bistro bar. We experienced all of this firsthand, and the service and food were amazing.
Rent a car you can't afford. Put on a song that we both know. Let your hair out in the wind. Put the pedal to the floor. Flame your light and take a smoke. Put your broken rib off. Wafers on. Doesn't matter if the sun goes down. We'll still be up, still be up. Don't care about the place we found. We'll still be up, still be up.
Qatar Airways first class and business class passengers and One World first class and business class passengers can access the Al Mourjan Business Lounge. And that's about a summary of what awaits you in this lounge and the beautiful garden area of the airport. Now, on to our next connecting flight to Cairo via QR 1303, this time on an Airbus A350 in the Q suite.
I can see what we are, don't know where we belong. Wanna know what you're thinking, wanna know if something's missing. Started stories before, but they ended up short. Get me up to higher places, want you to feel my pages. Is this for real or is it just a fantasy?
Seated in row 1E and F, this Q suite features a seat that transforms into a full double lie flatbed. They are back-facing, by the way, and in a 1-to-1 configuration. The plane and the vibe are cozy and neat. Features a large entertainment monitor and the sliding door for true privacy. Audio-video on demand is available at every seat. All classes feature AC power ports and USB ports. Qatar Airways provides Wi-Fi on this aircraft too. You can find detailed features in the description section. The meal was okay but could be better, or maybe I could have chosen a better one. I want to give a shout out to the 2 service crews and 1 supervisor attendant. If I remember correctly, one of them name is Jillian and both from the Philippines. I'm not being biased, but they were fantastic at their job. The plane was quite full and hectic, but they acted fast in maintaining politeness and professionalism throughout the entire flight. Therefore, we give this flight a rating of 9 out of 10. Minus 1 point though, because the Q suite setup is not the smoothest, in my opinion. Fast forward to our economy flight back home. Sadly, we didn't take sufficient videos as the staff was strict about not being featured in any video. We respect that, of course, although it feels like a double standard as it's allowed for bigger content creators. Still, we comply. The flight was full, and as we entered the economy class, there was no welcoming atmosphere, sadly. The goal seemed to be like just finding our seat and just settling. Seated in 17A, B, C, the seats had enough legroom. We are happy to have one middle seat empty, an advantage for status members. The tray table was fixed in a fixed armrest, and in-flight entertainment is available. I didn't get a full meal and opted for something light to see the difference. It wasn't super, but still it was okay. Now the sad part is that the service crews in economy seemed lacking in motivation, probably exhausted, and didn't seem in a good mood. 2 of them were totally frowning at other passengers and not providing any assistance at all, except for one person who stood out. His name is Leo. Leo is the only person in the economy class who was consistently patient and accommodating to all, as we discreetly observed. Him and his supervisor came to us to acknowledge our membership and assured us that we could reach out if we needed anything. We are easy passengers and we honestly didn't want any special attention. Our goal is to have a genuine experience. Nevertheless, Leo was indeed amazing. But the rest of the cruise made us feel sad for both passengers and themselves. I'm sure there's a reason behind this. From our experiences here and in the Al Sapwa Lounge, there's room for improvement in the standards and boosting the morale of their staff. Nonetheless, we don't want to filter or invalidate each of our genuine experiences. Despite this, as economy passengers, we are all paying for our flight with our hard-earned money and expected to receive basic courtesy and service. Alright, and that concludes our experience and the expectations we had Whether you fly economy or another class, share your best and worst flight experiences in the comments section. Have you had different experiences with Qatar Airways or even other airlines? Thank you for watching this video. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button to reach more travel lovers out there. For smart and practical tips on booking tickets, again, check out the tips I've provided in the description link section. Thank you for traveling with us today, the Journey Kings, your passport to adventure. Remember to work hard and travel harder. See you next time. Bye!